What's happening with y'all, man? We back at it again. Just tapping back in, on my way back from the college and whatnot. And I was just hollering at the dude that work up there. His situation is kind of similar to mine, and he been up there for a while, and he wiggled himself in a cool position, kind of like a student's guidance counselor, to help people, get their classes and whatnot together. So we hollering on some real shit, and I'm telling him, like, and his struggle was just like mine. But like I was telling y'all, like, you get out here, man, and everything don't play out accordingly. You can sit in that penitentiary or the county jail, wherever you at, and come up with all these plans. But I can guarantee you a lot of them don't really be solidified, because when you get out here, everything don't go planned accordingly. And it shatters a lot of dreams, man, because a lot of people, the people that you did have in your life, or people that invested in you during your time, they see that shit, and they get discouraged as well, and that shit is very impactful, man, and it's discouraging. But the only thing I can say, man, is you gotta stay solid and solidified with yourself, man, and keep shit moving, man. Like my boy, he was telling me, he was like, man, I see you, man, and a lot of people, even people that been out here in the world, ain't as dedicated and committed to this shit the way you is, man. So that's confirmation, letting me know I'm doing something right. And I'm blowing on him like, yeah, hey, look, on some for real shit, man. I get the education part is very important, but more so than that, man, I need a financial income, you feel me? Like I say, I've been touching in, tapping in with all kind of shit, just trying to find a job. And it's really like they really tripping on, I guess, my appearance, my presentation, or my incarceration, whatever it may be. I don't let that hinder me or stop me of what I need to do, man. But, to be honest with you, it's like, even my family, it's hard out here. Before I went down, I was into growing cannabis. I was one of the best cannabis growers. You can give me a seed, I'll grow some fire in cat litter, man. I was very exclusive with endo. That's what I specialized in, endo and outdoor. But now here it is, since I've been gone, California done legalized this cannabis industry, and they done sold all this shit up. These little warehouses and shit, they done sold all this shit up to the point to where that ain't even a business. But like I say, man, it's all about being consciously aware of what I'm doing, making sure I ain't doing nothing to jeopardize my freedom never again in life, man. I play my hand accordingly, man. I ain't making no Willie the Boo-Boo fool moves, none of that shit, man. I just know my passion is in helping people and growing cannabis. And until I'm able to get this shit straightened out where I can legally do it and get a piece of this pumpkin pie, because they basically robbed the game, man. These cannabis shops, you know what I'm saying? All they did was the same thing like the alcohol coalition, Al Capone. They made a monster out of him for running booze. Now look at the shit that's on shelves, man. That's the number one killer out here, man. And that shit is legal. Now they done did the same thing. History has a strange way of repeating itself, but it's fucked up. And here it is. These cannabis shops, they don't even hire convicted felons. So that's a slap in the face right there. Like, oh, hold on, my bad. Yeah, so that's a slap in the face right there. Like, damn, you motherfuckers in this department, and the shit y'all doing, cause I ain't gonna lie, I didn't seen and had some of they shit that they have in the shops, and to keep it on the table with you, man, that shit is trash, it's boo-boo. I done grew shit 10 times better than I done blew motherfuckers from Humboldt County out the water, man. I had people buying shit from me that you would never imagine. White boys, biker gang members, all that old type of shit, man. So, that's a confirmation for me, letting me know my shit was really for real. This one packs was going for 28, and it was good. But now it's fucked up because they done sold the whole market up. But I just said that to say this, man, it's just strange and crazy how this shit is. it's like this, man. And it kind of make people lose focus on you, man, and how you looking at shit like, well, damn, all these dreams and visions. Well, I ain't gonna even say dreams, my bad, man, because dreams is for sleepers. But my whole thing was creating visions and doing whatever I need to do to manifest them, right? So when I got out here and I started putting these plays in motion, everything wasn't going the way that I wanted to. And that's where discouragement come in. And I see a lot of the people that stuck with me, they starting to doubt me, whatnot, you know what I'm saying, and lose respect for me. Because before I went in, I ain't gonna lie, cap, man, I was really touching on shit. Motorcycles, dirt bikes, boats, jet skis, the whole shit, man. It wasn't really nothing. That's just something I really did. And now here it is. They put these same expectations on me. And in this world ain't what it is, man. This shit is really hard. But, like I say, life has a strange way of showing you how people really are, man. And, it's two different worlds. Inside there and out here, man. And I'm trying to pave my way and find my way. And I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep my shit moving, man. Despite all odds and adversities and everything that's against me, trying to knock me, those that rock with me, questioning me now, you know what I'm saying? That shit is hurtful too. But what can I do about that besides pick myself up and keep moving? But I can tell you this. I ain't never been no loser type motherfucker. And that ain't never been a circle I fit in either. So, my whole thing is, this is another obstacle, another challenge that I gotta excel in, man. I gotta show up and show out. So, even this shit is a process for me. But once again, life is cruel, man. It'll shit on you if you let it. But I can tell you this, man. Just staying consistent with it, and remaining humble, man. And let just people show you who they is, man. Because I done had a person that I would never expect really change their whole outlook on me, man. And like you could tell when people give up on you and start doubting you. And it's like I don't knock nobody for that, because like I say, man, we for each his own. But at the end of the day, we need to see the people that we have in our life, who they is, and depending on the circumstances and the situation, that can change at any moment, man, because ain't nothing promised to us except for death, man. Life, your birth and your death is the only thing that's really promised to you, man. So, when it comes to relationships, and I'm not saying that the people that stuck with me held me down, I'm not turning my back on them or nothing like that, disrespecting them or going outside that bracket on them. But at the end of the day, man, for me to sit here and watch this shit, this transformation of just seeing this shit, I can't just sit back and play the role like this shit ain't affected me in some type of form or fashion. Of course I'm gonna speak on it. And I'm sharing this with y'all because I want y'all to see this struggle that people go through of being incarcerated for a long period of time. Man, we experience some shit, and people change, people change in there, people change out here, and you could be in a relationship with somebody and it can be cool because that's a controlled situation. But the minute you get out here and things aren't met and things ain't going accordingly, shit change. Just like I told him, like, look, man, you've been out here for 13 years. I'm out here, I'm trying to play catch up. And I'm palms up with my shit. Like, look, if you can't dig where I'm at and what I gotta go through, you know what I'm saying? Go fuck with somebody that's on your own speed. Somebody that's on your own time frame, because I'm trying to pick myself up and get back moving. I respect it. I don't get mad and go outside the box and be like, you fake as fuck. You see me stuck in the mud and now you want to bail and chip out on me and whatnot. I can't go to these. I got this ankle monitor on me. I can't even leave 50 miles. I can't go to the beach. I can't go to the ocean. I can't go to Disneyland, Marine World. I can't go to none of this shit. So basically, I'm just stuck doing little local shit, man. And when I did holler at my parole officer, he was like, nah, man, I don't want you going nowhere. I get it. Okay, this is all part of the parole thing, man. But at the end of the day, it's critical on me, and it's affected me and those that I have in my circle. Hold on, let me bend the corner real quick, man. So my thing is, this what it is. And unfortunately, I got to keep my shit moving, man. And like I say, water and oil gonna separate itself, and those that fuck with you, man, they supposed to accept all that shit, man. They really supposed to, okay. It ain't like a nigga out here fagging off, fucking off on some nerd shit or anything like that, you feel me? Nigga really out here trying. And it's like, no motherfuckers is like, that don't pay no bills, that don't make up for everything that we've done. And it's like, let me get back on my feet, let me get my shit straight, so that way, you know what I'm saying, I could give back to you the same way you gave to me, you feel me? But those expectations is even being jeopardized, man. And I'm at the point now, y'all, where it's like, as far as I'm not giving up on those that rock with me because of the expectations. They still had this impression of me when I was out there before, and that everything changed so rapidly and drastically out here now. It's like this. I'm not what part of the game that's going on out here now, man. And to me, it's not me jeopardizing. It's not worth me jeopardizing my freedom or none of that shit, man. Trust me, I can get out here and play and go full court on this shit with it, man. Because the game ain't nothing out here. It's quite simple, man. But it's like the consequences that come along with it, man. We quick to holler in this snitching shit. People out here telling, man, that ain't even, man, come on now. We gonna keep it real, man. I done seen, even y'all done seen all these movies, American Gangster, all these dudes that get busted, hemmed up in these situations of what happened, man. And like I said in my first interview, man, the police don't even use investigators and detectives no more. They just go get their confidential informants that's more reliable, man, and they give them information. They may bust them with a nickel bag of meth or something and be like, look, you want this shit to go away, give me something juicy. And this is what's going on, man, not just on the streets but in the penitentiary too. So this shit ain't no secret. So to jump back in that game, man, you gotta just be expected to be told on. And to be honest with you, man, I'm out here moving with 2 strikes. I just don't have time in my life to be jeopardizing, putting my life in another motherfucker hands. Anybody with a mouth is able to speak on something, you feel me? In the tongue, like it say in the Bible, it's the udder of a large ship. So this little mechanism controls this whole vessel. Your tongue can create you and it can destroy you. And a lot of people don't see how important the words that we speak are so valuable, man. And people just get put in situations under the influence, and they get to running their mouth about certain shit, man, to the wrong people. So me understanding that whole breakdown on that, man, it's not worth it. So, when they see me, they only thing they can really say is, oh, bro, going to school, this is what he doing. Yeah, run and tell that. That's what I want you to run and tell. And it's like those that love me and fuck with me, they not seeing my value to, they not really understanding, like, okay, this nigga see what's going on. I'm not no nigga that's gonna be out here making goofy ass moves like a couple people I know that get out since I've been gone, man. These motherfuckers done got out and went back in 4 or 5 different times. You dig? And this is what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be like that. So my thing is to do something different and be different. And I'm gonna be straight up like this. Those that rock with me, that if they can't value that and appreciate that due to my current circumstances and situations of me not being able to be financially supportive, I'm getting there. I will get there. Asking for help, man, fucks with a man's pride. You know, I hate asking, hey, can you give me this? Can you? Don't nobody like doing that shit. Especially me. When I know I can get out here and take a penitentiary chin, but I know what comes along with that, man. And, you know, I'm not saying, well, it's fucked up. But at the same time, man, I got to make a choice and decisions in my life. Because do I want to put them back through it by taking a penitentiary chance? You know what I'm saying? On playing, getting in this game and getting told on. There's no way to avoid getting told on. So my whole purpose to this shit is seeing this shit for what it is, man. And I'm trying to hold on and I'm trying to hold on and keep this shit funky. You feel me? To where it worked for me. And, you know, I'm going to get my shit situated. I just need that time to find that lane, to get in that groove, man, to get my shit popping, man, because I know my pedigree, man. I know my worth, man, and that's the most important thing. But man, know its importance, his get down, his morals. Yeah, I had big plans when I got out, and a lot of them plans didn't fall through because life wasn't what it was. Like I said, man, nobody's telling people about this shit out here, man. And everybody in prison's been in there for decades, so they don't know shit either. So basically, conversations inside there go something like this. Hey, bro, over there, he doing this, he doing. It's always about what somebody else doing in these small communities. You feel me? But out here, man, it's wild, it's loose, man, it's cutthroat. It's really body for body, man. Everybody out here trying to figure shit out for themselves, man. And, you know, it comes to a point of time in a man's life where he got to make conscious decisions on what he want to do and what he choose to do. And this is what I choose to do. Continue on bettering myself, staying on my path, man. Staying sober-minded, keeping shit crystal clear so I can see everything in a clear perspective and deal with it in a rational fashion. Before I was an animal, man. I thought with my lower half, man. I ain't had the time and consideration to think. You feel me? Now everything is calculated. Every step I take, I just ain't stepping out the house with no incentive, no motive, no. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing to this is, man, I gotta do something to get some money in my pocket, man. I gotta get me a job, take this education and wisdom that I have and put this shit to use, man, and see what I can put together, man. Because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters is your the money, your financial status. Because without that, man, you can't survive, man. There's no way you're gonna be able to make it if you don't have some type of financial income. And that's what I'm really focused on, trying to get myself together. But in a way, y'all let me know if I'm wrong for this. For those this now, you know, throwing shade, low-key throwing rocks at me on the under. Once I do get my shit established, should I sweep all that shit under the rug and act like none of this shit happened? Or should I just be like, okay, you know, this is what it was and this is how it is now, based on the fact that this whole commitment, this whole time, of sitting down, you stuck in rock. But the minute I get out and shit don't go accordingly, you disappointed. Now you spitting on a nigga, you know what I'm saying? And you know, that shit is fucked up. But this is what I'm dealing with out here, man. And you know, I don't have nobody I can run and talk to, man. I don't have nobody I can sit down and talk with. So I'm vibing with y'all, man. I'm just talking about sharing my feelings with y'all on how real this shit is out here, man. On two different sides you experience on this shit, man. People think just getting out of prison or getting out of jail, oh, you've conquered a major battle, a major hunt. But nah, that's when your battle truly began. If you plan on staying out, man, I'm not surrendering to this sucker shit out here, man, and falling victim to it, man. It's just I'm giving this shit to y'all from a real perspective on how shit really work, how it's going for me myself. Maybe shit go better for a lot of other people, man, or whatever. But it's like all the people that was rocking with me, they kind of falling back on me, man. And you know, I can see it. And it's like, okay, you know, I get it. everything that we planned, and you know, it didn't work out. So now you losing faith and hope in me, looking at me side-eyed. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, little incident occurred, right? Little credit card situation. I was basically told, don't touch don't. I'm finna call, and if anything is spent on that card, you know, I'm gonna report it stolen. You know, I'm like, you know, I ain't never stole nothing from you. I ain't never did you wrong, treated you. Ain't none of that shit. I ain't never put a black eye in the game with you. You feel me? And to be told that, man, that shit really left a stain on my brain, man, and like a knife in my heart, so to speak. But you know, I'm just sharing this with y'all, man. Some personal shit, man. Yeah, y'all tap in.